Okay. Greetings and gratitude. So, I'm not sad, but I'm doing a lot of releasing. Yesterday, I didn't go to sleep. So, I got up a little after 9 on February 10th and stayed outside all day long. But like literally, we stayed outside all day long. Okay, I take it back. I didn't come outside myself until a little after 11. I was in the field on the trampoline. I was laying there. It felt good. I was breathing, and the boys came out a little later. Anyway, all in all, yesterday I did not go to sleep and shut my eyes until a little after 5 a.m. Well, after 5 a.m. this morning. I didn't go to sleep at all Saturday. I set my alarm for 4 a.m. because I was wanting to wake up and participate for Professor's new moon ritual. Okay, I'm crying, y'all, and these are tears, but these are grateful tears. I'm not sad. This is not sadness at all. Okay. So I went to go lay down last night. I took me a shower. I took me a shower like around 1:30 in the morning on Sunday. So, okay, yeah. It was Saturday was gone. So went to go take a shower. Came out the bathroom. From my shower, I went to go lay down in the bed, and I reclaimed my power from my husband. He's not gonna be my husband, but at least not right now. But we are separating. This has been a long time coming, but I'm just very proud of myself right now. I'm very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. Okay, so last night, this morning, it was like 2. I wanted to know what time it was, so I looked. And my phone said it was 2:59, but before it was 2:59, I had a nudge, and it said you need to write. And normally, when I would get those nudges, I would be too lazy to get out of bed to get up, and I would try and remember. I say, I can remember it in the morning and write it down. But because I'm more clear-headed, I got up, I followed my prompt, I got up, I went in the living room, and I began to write. Okay. So what did I write? February 11th, 2024, 3 a.m. I don't know the last time I picked up a pen without some type of THC in my system. The past few days, I fall asleep late but still wake up around the same time. I'm not as agitated. The kids are not as frustrating. I must not indulge in marijuana. It is a detriment to my spirit. Don't block your blessings, boo. Use herbs. Clip dog or try it in tea form versus smoking it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm a better version of Karen now than I was yesterday. That's all that matters. I reclaimed my power back from Tony. I love him forever, but that chokehold I've allowed myself to be in for some time is gone. The house looks perfect for us. It's more than I was expecting. At the front of the street, there's a sign that says, "You belong here." Literally in all caps, red, bold letters. I have to take a picture of it. The yard is nice. There's privacy. My sons will be secure. I hear him ringing in my right ear. What does that mean? Sounds like Morse code to me. I remember Panic mentioned how Gregory Hines and guys tap dancing was a form of communication with spirit. Tapping. Codes are everywhere. How do I decode it? How rude. And laugh out loud. Cover yourself with a divine love. Any spirit whose intent is to keep me away from the Most High divine connection, I banish immediately. Fuck off. I felt a chill through my body. Right softer, your hands hurting. Another chill and I'm more relaxed. I want to know time. It's 3:17 a.m. Do I really need to die to understand death? I don't think I do. We technically die every night when we fall asleep. Falling asleep is a false alarm. You fall. I understand now why it is so important to keep a piece of yourself clean and clear, exclusive only for the divine connection. This new moon, I know I will create more intentional content for my social media. I know I will do my best and execute telling who I am and why I keep posting. Who am I? Karen Williams. Divine mother being embodied. Emotional trauma healer. To women and men. Young girls and boys. And I'm also a mother to Tony and Kari. And I'm a resource. But I am first divine mother being embodied. Why? For the greater collective, but before that, to break generational curses. I am the chosen one, the 13th black sheep. It's 3:29. I keep hearing Janae Aiko in my head. And get it popping on this psilocybin. I am a healing prophet. Seeds of promise in my garden. I need to harvest often. Such a lush experience. And a sweet delirium. And it's 3:33 when I wrote this. So I looked up delirium. And I went down a rabbit hole on Wikipedia about what the meaning of delirium is. And what it is. And my aunt woke up around this time. She has, I guess what some would say early signs of dementia, but I think it's further on. But I still love her to say. It's actually my husband's aunt. But I love laughing with her. She was coming out in the room at this time and she was starting to distract me. So I was getting ready to close my eyes and said, I'm ready. I'm taking a moment to clear my mind and prepare for this live. I've been fired up about it tonight. And so I began to write New Moon and right ear Morse coding again. And this was around the time Professor was wanting us to get into our meditative state. And I was in my meditative state. And I heard ring, 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 ring. I heard you don't want my heart anymore. I heard French fries. I heard butterflies. I heard that's so Raven. It's the future I can see. It's so mysterious to me, yeah. I heard you speak music. And then this is when things began to get emotional, because I saw a baby girl with pink bows. She had pretty brown skin, and her name was pronounced Sarah. Or her name is pronounced Sarah, but it's spelled Serah. And it just started to make me cry, like really bad, because I was like, oh, whoa. I was like, is this a child? Is this my baby? Like, I don't want no more. I say I don't want any more kids because I feel like they are such a huge responsibility now. And my sons, ooh, I see so much of myself, and I see so much of my husband and my partner in them. And oh, kids, when you doing your spiritual work and you have children and you open yourself up and you ask for certain things, and I've been opening myself up and asking for certain things to a certain extent since I've had my son Kari over the past 4 years. And I have a tendency to overanalyze things. I have a tendency to overthink about things a lot. So when it comes to my sons and their behavior and how they react to things and how I react and how I respond, it's like it's a constant battle. Hopefully within the next, not hopefully, I know because I'm analyzing it. So I know that there will be improvement with how I react to my sons and how we are with each other. But I know I'm really hard on myself when it comes to mothering my sons. I won't go there now, but I do want to talk about what I was able to write. So I know I analyze my strengths now and improve them for the next 30 days. I wrote that sentence last night. This was when we were writing down sentences for the new moon in Virgo. And the new moon in Aquarius in Virgo. So it's Aquarius is I know, Virgo analyzes. I know I need to analyze my trauma behind fear. I know I need to analyze my financial trauma and fear of money so I can have more access to the currency to provide options. I know I will have transportation to get my children and myself where we need to be. I know I need to ask for more help with organization. I know I need to analyze my reactions and improve each day. And then I saw in my head a fair-skinned man with an eye in the middle of his forehead. And he had a low-cut mustache. And he reminded me of the guy from Soul Food and Bernadette husband from Waiting to Exhale, a.k.a. Angela Bassett. That's who he reminded me of. And then I heard the song by Big Crit. My two eyes saw your third eye from across the room. Like, I heard that in my head. So I wrote it down. And I said, I know I need to analyze what fears need to come up so I can release it. I wrote that down. And then that was all I wrote from last night. And then at this time, it was like around 5. And I started thinking about Sarah again. So I looked it up. Oh, I love caramel ribbon crunches from Starbucks. Oh, it's so good. I looked up Sarah, and guess what? When I started to research Sarah, Sarah was the daughter of Asher, and Asher was the son of Jacob in the Bible. And Sarah, or maybe her name is Serah. Yes, Sarah. That's how you spell it. And Sarah in the Bible, she had a significant role. Now, I grew up reading the New World Translation Bible from Jehovah's Witnesses. And I still read that Bible because I read it, but I also read other versions. You know how you have a home language? So English is my home language, and I speak in my home language because I relate to my home language. The New World Translation Bible is my home Bible that I understand. So when I'm reading scriptures, and I read it from that, because when I see the words thou and shall, it doesn't resonate with me. But I do read King James Version when I want to read, when I need certain scriptures, because the New World Translation purposely added the name Jehovah in the Bible, whereas in other Bibles, the name Jehovah is not in there as many times. And I was told that the name Jehovah was added because people purposely removed his name. That's another story for another day. Okay. I'm feeling better because I'm talking about it. Okay, so Sarah, daughter of Asher. She was mentioned 3 times in the scriptures. In the patriarchal Bible, she was named. Now, that's big, being a woman, because women in the Bible were, well, from my understanding, or not my understanding, my prior knowledge, women were painted as not there. Background. They did not rule. They were there to be behind the scenes, and the men ran the show. And in the organization that I grew up in as a Jehovah's Witness, it was displayed that way, to where when you look and you see it, like if you when Jehovah's Witnesses are knocking on people's doors, a lot of the times you predominantly see women. It is women that are in the ministry. It is women that are doing the work, like with telling and teaching people about God. But it's men, when you go to the actual temple or the kingdom hall, it is the men who are the leaders and who are teaching the collective. In my own personal household, my father was not the spiritual leader. My mother was the spiritual leader in my household. But so it's like it makes sense. Okay, next time I need to write down so I won't be all over the place. I'll get better with this, but I'm posting this raw and authentically because I want to share I need to express this truth. Stop pulling on the door, Kari. No. Hold on a second. Okay. So, I lost my track. I'm going to get back to it. Sarah. I keep saying Sarah because that's how it was said. That's how I heard it in my head. Spell Serah. But when I broke it down in my head, I saw Sir, S-I-R. I saw an apostrophe, and then I saw a capital R-A-H. Sir, and then Ra. Sarah was mentioned 3 times in the Bible. Lineage. In the lineage. So that part. It was her brothers. It listed the children. He had sons. They named the sons and their sister. And it said her name. And it also said that she was one of the ones who was able to enter the Garden of Eden alive. And I was like, enter the Garden of Eden alive? What is this? I was going down more of a rabbit hole. She is immortal. She is wise. From what I was reading, she was the one who identified Moses. She identified Moses to the people to let them know that this is the one who will. She is the one who identified Moses as being the one who will lead God's chosen people out of Egypt. I have to finish doing my research on her. That's all I want to talk about right now. I want to share this. I just feel so much better now. I feel so much better. Like, I was crying, like on the way home just now. I had my hood. This is how I was. I was like this, literally, while we were riding home. Because I was upset. I had an outburst in front of my children and Tony. I had an outburst and I was angry with myself. And the outburst that I had, I take antidepressants. And when I'm at work, y'all, I am, or at least I can give off this aura of having it together. But in my mind, I'd be all over the place. I But I have my order at work. I'm very organized. My office, it is very organized. My office is my safe space, so it's very organized. And I can remember to take my medicine. I can remember to take my medicine every day at work. And this is the second weekend where I forgot to take my medicine. And this is the first weekend where I have been, I guess, clear of, a tree. And so without my medicine, and so like this morning, y'all, so I'm just going to be real. Y'all, I haven't been sleeping, but I still had like a lot of energy. When I don't take my medicine, when I don't take the medicine, I get real like that. But that's just who I am. Like, I can be a naturally high person. Like I get like I just, that's me. I'm fun. I'm exciting. I love that. I'm bubbly. That's me. But I do realize that I have to be balanced. And with everything that's going on in my life now, everything that has gone on in the past couple of years, I have been in a state of sweet delirium. And I started going to the doctor, and I started taking the medicine. And once you start taking antidepressants, you cannot stop taking those things cold turkey. I tried it, and I started getting panic attacks, which is why I was out of work from August to November. But I know I'm favored. I'm chosen. I'm blessed. I'm doing my work. I was out on FMLA from August to November, but I still received a paycheck. My job, I didn't have any PTO time. I didn't have any sick time left. But every 2 weeks, I was still paid. I still had my benefits. My coworkers, they donated hours to me. I have some coworkers who have been working at my job for 30 years, 20 plus years, and they never leave. They never go out. And because of the person that I am, no, I wasn't able to perform my work, but because of the person that I am, when I go to work, I speak to everybody. I'm like, greetings, how y'all doing? Some people don't like it. They be like, they'd be like, oh, hey. I'm like, yeah, it's a good day. Like, smile. Or if I see people, always find something nice to say, or try and give a compliment, because you never know what people are going through. So you want to just try and I try and think of a ripple effect. Anywho, I lost my point. My job, they showed up. They donated time for me. My spirit team, my spirit squad, my daddy, my folks, they made sure that I was still able to take care of my bills. And then I went back to work November 6th. And then November 17th, I came home from work with a red flashcard that said, you need to move immediately. We hadn't paid rent. Now, mind you, we've been paying rent 30 days behind, almost 30 days behind. We would pay it within the same month. We was paying it at the end of the month. And we've been doing it that way for almost a year. A little over a year. Back in, I don't want to get into the details of it yet. That's neither here nor there. But there was a red November 17th. And that day I had just went, me and the boys, I had made myself go to Hobby Lobby to buy some more ornaments for the Christmas tree, because Christmas for the Williams family is not about Santa Claus and everything. It's about, no matter what bullshit is going on in your life, we are going to come together as a family, the four of us, and we're going to put this tree up because it represents something for us. And we, like, each, like, ornament, it represents something for our family. And so it's just our time to come together and create memories for our children. All right, so I saw that and I was like, fuck it, I'm still putting this tree up. But Spirit said, you got to tell him that this letter came. And I was like, did you see this? He said, no. Hold on, my son coming. Okay, so my son just came by the car. He keeps wanting to get in. I'm like, no, I need time to myself. He was like, oh, you're mean. It's the 4-year-old. And I said, I know I am. Thank you. Like, I allow my children to manipulate because I'm a people pleaser. And when my son says, oh, you're mean, it makes me feel like I'm not giving him love. And I be wanting to, like, because he's crying and whining. And I'm like, no, I give him love. I give him more than enough love. They receive enough love from me. That is manipulation. But, back to what I was saying. I'm trying to make a point. I don't know. What was I talking about? I don't know. I wasn't talking about Sarah. I was talking about, it wasn't meant to be said right now. I was talking about that red eviction notice, saying we needed to vacate the premises immediately. And I went and I told Tony about it. And he was like, no, he didn't know that. Like, he had this look on his face. And he was like, well, because normally it's something to happen. Like, the money had come. But this time, I knew it wasn't coming because he wasn't working. Well, I don't want to say that. Maybe I'm wrong. Work was just real slow. Either the truck was down, truck driver, owner operator. Either the truck was down or work was slow. Nevertheless, we have to move now. And now we are living with his grandmother. In 2013, me and him, my husband, this was before we had children, we had to move with his grandmother. I thought it was going to be for 3 months. It was for 3 years. And we moved out. We almost split then. But after 5 years of unprotected shebang bang, I became pregnant. And I thought it was Jehovah telling me I needed to stay in my marriage. So I got the apartment that I was getting. We moved in together and we had our family and stuff got better. It got better. And then, so fast forward to now. Now we're back here and we have 2 kids and we're here. It's 10 years later. I'm not doing it again. Not with my children. I need security. We need security. We need stability. We deserve it. Oh, now see, wait a minute. This is because I have the Now, Professor don't talk about this, but I acknowledge it. My black moon Lilith is in Leo, and my Leo is Leo rules my 5th house. Okay, so my black moon Lilith is there, and I need to be, you heard how I just said how I deserve certain things and feel a certain way about certain things. That's that black moon Lilith showing up right now, like feeling entitled to certain feeling entitled to certain things, like materialism, certain things. Like, I feel entitled to, like, I deserve this. Like, I done struggled long enough. I don't deserve this. But you have to, you can't always get what you want. I have to constantly, now in this moment, humble myself. I am right where I'm supposed to be. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. I don't need to be nowhere else but right where I'm at, with my children, with my family, building myself up, strengthening my core, spiritual foundation, knowing that I do have a support system. I'm about to be real random real quick because this was yesterday. So like Monique, yesterday she posted on Instagram, on her story. I can't even remember what it said, but the song that was playing in the background was by my favorite band. And I've never, like, it's someone who's in inner circle with me, and she listens to this band. And then when she messaged me and she said that she's sure that I know that they're going to be touring in the States this year. And I'm like, what? I did not know that they were going to be touring in the States this year. They're going to be in fucking Raleigh, North Carolina in June. And I'm in Georgia. She's in South Carolina. Like, just yesterday, I made another connection. I made a post the other day about letting go of people who've been in my life for years and years and years and years and years, especially with like growing up as a Jehovah's Witness. I was surrounded by like a lot of immediate family for like the first 19 years of my life. I would say heavy. The first 19 years of my life. And I thought about this with the way the like planets and the energies and why I'm so like intrigued and get so excited and when I talk about it, because it makes my life make sense. Like, shit started spiraling for me in 2008. September of 2008, I was disfellowshipped from that organization. And that was when Pluto went into Capricorn. I think. Am I correct with that? Y'all, when I post this, like, if I need to be corrected on what I'm saying about some things, like, just like put it in there, or I could look it up and edit it myself. I'll get better with this as I go. But for 15 years, y'all, and then it was like I was, oh, that's another story for another day again, because this video has gotten longer than what I wanted it to be, and I don't know how long it's going to take to upload. I need to do it to YouTube. I'm gonna reach out to KB. KB, I would like some help. So I know you post on your YouTube channel, and I would like some help with, I guess, posting and like posting my content, posting like my videos to the internet. So I'm reaching out to you now in this video, so I hope you watch it. I hope you watch it all the way through, because it's 40 minutes in. And that's gonna oh, so I'm gonna message you anyway, KB. KB, look, I'm about to get started now, so I can't end this video yet. KB, I'm so proud of you. Like, the first YouTube video I watched of you, I could tell like you were like how I am. Well, I'm let me not project on you, but just looking at you, you seemed as if you were nervous, but as you were talking, you got more comfortable. But excuse me, KB, the emotional alchemist. Yeah. I love that name. But that last video where you, not the last one, but who am I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like Jill Scott gift. I was so happy. I was like, yes. Like the way it came on, your thumbnail, like what you had on the side, like you said, oh, I loved it. I was so happy. Okay, moving forward, I'm proud of you, and it was inspiring. It's very inspiring, because I've never made a video like looking and talking to myself like this, just sitting in the car. My family's outside, and I don't care that they see me. Like, I've been so hesitant on posting stuff because I've been fearful at thinking like my partner would like judge me, or because we have children together, there are certain things that I shouldn't share or shouldn't say. But nah, man, fuck that shit, because you can't I will never be able to be connected to who I need to be connected to if I don't open up and express what the fuck need to be said. Okay. Disclaimer. I curse sometimes. Look at my jaw. Look at that. I took my medicine today, but okay, I'm gonna get off because I'm getting excited. I'm gonna write down these things, and I'm gonna break it down into different videos so I won't be all over the place. All right, we'll see how this does.